by one of your nurses.
Okay, come sit down.
Thank you. So how's it been going for you?
Well, life's not been too great lately.
And why is that?
Well, my wife and I, we've been married for 55 years. And recently she was diagnosed with emphysema and Alzheimer's. So I've been really overwhelmed with taking care of her. And last week we had a little incident, and I felt like that I was going to hurt her.
Yes, sir.
And it scared me. And our home health nurse recommended that we have a meeting with you and maybe get some things sorted out.
Okay. And now, what was this incident that you're referring to?
Well, feeding time is always really hard. So we were sitting at the table, and she's gotten to the point where I have to feed her now. And sometimes she'll take the spoon if she's not hungry. A lot of times she's not hungry. So she'll take the spoon and she'll just throw it on the floor with all the food in it, and it's like she does it on purpose. I know she's sick, but things like that are things a child would do, and I can't handle it anymore.
So it sounds like to me that you're feeling very much overwhelmed, and also I find that you're equating her actions to that of a child. So do you feel like you're caring more for a child or for an adult?
Definitely a child.
So how have you been able to handle this as far as any type of respite care?
Well, I have a hard time accepting help, so really I've just been doing it by myself.
You don't have any children that you're able to depend on to give you a little bit of, to alleviate some pressure off of you?
No, they actually all moved away.
Oh, well, I can offer you some respite care, but I would like for you to feel comfortable with the people that are coming into your home. So would you be open to that type of care to at least alleviate some of the burdens that you're feeling? Because it's very overwhelming to be a caretaker. But as your wife's only caretaker, it's also important that you remember to take care of yourself in the process.
I would be open to that.
So when would you and your wife be available for someone to come in from the home health agency to speak with you about maybe coming into your home and helping you out a little bit?
Really any time. All we do is stay at the house and I'll take care of her, so you can give me a time and that'll be fine.
And just hypothetically, what would your needs be as far as for the home health agency to come in? How could we best serve you?
Okay. Well, I'm getting old myself, and so it's really been difficult to give her a bath and to prepare the food and just everything. I just get exhausted, so I think someone who could help me get her around.
So what I think I hear you saying is that you need someone for day-to-day operation as well as food preparation, and also just being able to help her bathe. Now, is there a particular time of the day that you would want home health to come, or is it just all throughout the day that you would need our agency?
I think that we would need someone every day, but maybe not all day. Just come and check in on us.
And what would checking in entail for you? Is it just to come in and make sure that food is prepped properly for you to be able to feed her? Would you need somebody to feed her, or even just coming in early in the morning, or maybe like midday for a bath time?
Maybe midday, and then we could do a bath, and then they could help me figure out something for supper afterwards.
And that would food prep for lunch and dinner possibly. So you would be able to handle breakfast on your own?
Yes.
Now when she does eat, is it high nutritional value foods?
I think. Yeah, it tastes good.
We've talked about getting your wife some respite care, but I also noticed that you said that you seem to be overwhelmed and you're almost on the verge of either physically hurting her or physically hurting yourself. And I would like to get you some help for that. Would you be interested in receiving help also?
It depends on if it would separate me from her during a time when she needs me.
Now, I know your fear is about separation and being able to trust the home health care to be able to take care of your wife the same way, to the same degree that you take care of your wife. But as I mentioned before, you have to also be able to take care of yourself as a caregiver. Now, what we can offer you is that while home health care is in your home, then we can do a little bit, even if it's just a 30-minute counseling session, for you to be able to vent and get things off your chest so you're not feeling so pent up with frustration that you're on the verge of hurting her or yourself, because that wouldn't benefit anybody in this equation.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Now, when would you be open to starting this process?
As soon as possible. Do I need to get my calendar out?
Yes, sir, please,
Okay.
if you would, and I'll go through mine.
Okay.
Now, I see where I have an opening on next Thursday.
Okay.
Now, is that too late, or can we maybe a little bit earlier? I can make space for you if you need a little bit of space.
Okay. Well, she's got a doctor's appointment on that day.
Mhm.
Do you have anything on the day before, or are you busy?
And that will be a Wednesday?
Yes.
Well, it looks to me right here, let me see. I have a meeting that morning at 8 a.m., but it should be over by about 9 o'clock. So would 9:15, 9:30 be too late?
No, that's
Or
okay.
better yet, we can just make a definite 9:30 appointment, and we're gonna meet here at your home, if that's fine with you.
Mhm.
And I'll have a home health representative that will be here, and they'll tell you the process of how home health comes in and helps. And I would also like for you to be able to relate your needs back to them also, so they'll know and understand what you expect as far as for helping to caregive for your wife.
Mhm. That sounds good. So Wednesday at 9:30.
Yes, sir, Wednesday at 9:30, and if anything changes, I'll be sure to call and let you know about that.
Okay. Thank you very much. So is that all we have to do?
Well, do you have any other questions for me right now?
I think I'm good. I'm gonna have to process all of this, and I might think of some by Wednesday.
Now, I would also like to mention that if possible, could we get a little bit of counseling done for your wife? I noticed where she also started to be verbally and physically abusive to you. So would you be open to possibly trying to seek out help for your wife once we start this process? Because it's very overwhelming for you as a caregiver, but her also as a care recipient, to lose her sense of independence. So sometimes we begin to act out in a way that may seem childlike, like you mentioned beforehand. So do you think that it would be something that she would be cognitively able to do as far as counseling, so that we can help alleviate her pressures?
Well, what would that look like? What would you do?
Well, at this point, I think one thing that I would really, that sticks out in my mind, I would like to maybe get you all out of the home and take you out of this home setting, so it's not so mundane from day to day. We can offer a respite care for seniors, which is a day center where seniors go in and they play games. You know, you'll be able to socialize, and if at that point, if you feel comfortable with leaving her at that point by herself, we can offer you counseling services at the senior center. We would like to accommodate you in any way possible.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right, thank you. Now, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and I hope we can get this plan in process. But I